Police Department. Tonight about 10 after 7, we had an incident occurred in Columbiana Mall. We had an altercation that broke out in front of K Jewelers. Initially, a couple people were involved from what we have gathered thus far from witnesses in a fist fight. A third person joined in. At least 2 people pulled guns and began firing into the air. We have not located anyone that's been hit by gunfire. There's not anyone actively shooting at this time, and there has not been since the initial shooting. We've checked all hospitals in the Midlands. There's been no reports of anybody walking in injured. Right now we are working collectively. We have a lot of agencies that have come to our aid. Richmond County Sheriff's Department, SLED, Highway Patrol, Lexington County Sheriff's Department, Newberry County Sheriff's Department. Right now we've got officers in various assignments. As I said, we're clearing them all. We have a lot of detached businesses. We're methodically going through those businesses, and we're controlling access right now. So we've designated the Toys R Us is an area that anybody that got separated from any loved ones, that's our unification location. We have officers that are there now, and they're getting people back together if they got separated. We still have folks that we know are sheltering in place, that they've hidden or concealed themselves, and that's fine. We're working through each one of these buildings to safely evacuate people. We know some folks are in their cars, so we're also working on evacuating the parking areas. But again, it's very important that everybody realizes that we have not had any reports of shots fired or anybody that's victim of gunfire since the incident occurred. We are actively looking for at least 3 people, and we have limited descriptions on them right now.
Are they all males?
All males at this point.
And what are the caliber of the guns that were fired?
We don't have any information on guns.
The 3 people you're looking for are the 2 people that fired shots in the air and the 3rd person that was involved in the fist fight?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
No one's in custody?
No one's in custody.
Do you have any idea what triggered the fist fight?
No.
Any indication that it's gang related?
No.
Anyone injured in trying to get out of the mall, or?
We don't have any reports of injuries, but this is still a very fluid situation. I can't give any numbers on the number of people we have evacuated. Obviously, it's a Saturday night at the mall. This is a very popular area. It's dinner time, so there's a lot of people coming and going, but everybody's followed instructions very well. We have a very rapid response by multiple agencies. I think it's gone as good as it could thus far.
Did all 3 leave through the same exit?
We believe so.
And what about a vehicle? Any descriptions?
We don't have any vehicle information.
Are there any reports of someone going into the woods, running into the woods?
We're taking in various reports right now, and we're responding to any calls such as that. We've had a few calls of people that are walking along the roadway or the wood line, and we obviously are running all those down. We have no other information to report in terms of locations of any suspects.
Can you clarify, you had shots fired in the air outside the mall?
Inside the mall.
Inside the mall.
Yes, sir.
Did they hit the ceiling? Do you have any evidence of that?
We don't know.
Are there people still inside the mall?
Yes.
Any evidence at all that there were any shots fired any direction other than up? There wasn't anyone was fired at any individual?
We haven't had any information that would suggest that at this point. But again, as soon as the shots were fired, it became immediately chaotic and people were running in all different directions. But I think it is a good sign that we have not had any reports of injuries thus far. And again, we'll continue to, as we continue to clear the mall and some of these other adjacent buildings, I think it will shed some more light on what occurred.
From what the witnesses are telling you, does it appear that the confrontation was among people that did not know each other? In other words, somebody just said something, or?
Cliff, we don't know any of that right now. I mean, it's still very fluid. We're just on scene. We're still clearing the buildings.
Is there any blood or anything found?
We haven't got to that point.
How good of a security, does the mall have closed circuit cameras?
They do. We're reviewing that now. There's mall security, police and sheriff's department. This is a heavily patrolled area, a lot of surveillance, so we'll be reviewing all that.
Did the footage actually capture the shooting and the fight?
We don't know.
When are you going to look at it?
We'll look at it as soon as we have everything under control.
How were people being escorted from the mall? Were they being searched or anything like that?
I'm sorry?
Were people being escorted from the mall? Were they being searched or spoken to as they left the mall?
Yes.
Searched and spoken to.
You said there are still people in the mall. Do you think those are still people who sheltered in place, or are you still trying to get people out?
It's a combination of both. We had people immediately fled the mall, obviously, and then some hid, concealed themselves, and went in bathrooms. So those are the areas that we're paying particular attention to.
Were any
Still shut down?
I'm sorry?
Is the freeway still shut? Is it shut down?
We don't have the freeway completely shut down. We have the Harvest and Exit shut down.
were any shoppers injured in the mayhem?
No, not that's been reported thus far.
Okay. Chief, is the actual site of the shooting
Thank
is it
you.
your jurisdiction, Chief? Is that